Well, hi there, friends. 6 a.m. on this Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for joining us on Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis.
And I'm Tim Pham. It's good to see you here. Let's head on over to meteorologist Thomas Patrick, who's helping us get prepared for this Wednesday morning. Thomas, you're telling us it's going to be another beautiful day here in the inland Northwest.
Yeah, hey, good morning, everyone. And yeah, today should be another excellent day overall. Still a bit cool this morning, especially in a handful of locations for the inland Northwest, but looks like that sunshine is out. It's just right around the corner there in Coeur d'Alene. So unlike me, just make sure to not forget the sunglasses on your way out the door this morning. There are some high-level clouds that will make the observation appear mostly cloudy, but that sunshine's going to win out today. But there are those cool spots. Look at these locations from Deer Park and Colville at 30 and 27 degrees. Pullman also at 30 degrees this morning. So there are a handful of locations that are faring quite cold. Looks like there's a strong temperature inversion this morning, meaning that the lower elevation you are, the colder it likely is. But that moderates out quickly with the sunshine. We're back in the 60s by the lunch hour today with a high temperature of about 66 this afternoon.
All right, as we are getting you ready to head out the door this morning, let's take a look at I-90 and Arthur for anyone heading out in this direction on their morning commute. As you can see here, traffic moving along quite nicely at the 6 o'clock hour. Not a lot of cars out on the road, but you can definitely tell it's been picking up over the last hour. Our traffic here usually gets a little more dicey as we get closer and closer to that 8, 9 o'clock hour. But we'll keep you updated all morning long here on Up with KREM, regardless of what happens. Well, in just a matter of hours, the state of Idaho will defend its pro-life stance at the U.S. Supreme Court. This morning, our Brandon T. Jones is tracking this story for us in the newsroom. So, Brandon, state representatives are also expected to speak this morning, right?
Yeah, that's right, Channing. Oral arguments are actually scheduled to begin within the next hour or so. So we'll be listening in on that and bring you any updates that possibly come from those moments. But today, the court will be considering whether or not a federal medical treatment act overrules the state's abortion ban. Idaho is one of 14 states that now ban abortion at all stages of pregnancy. The Biden administration argues hospitals must be allowed to terminate pregnancies in rare emergencies, like if a patient's life is at risk, regardless of state laws. But Idaho says the definition of emergency is too broad and that their law is fully consistent with federal law, stating Idaho's law protects the lives of women and their unborn children, preventing doctors from performing abortions unless necessary to save their life of the mother or in cases of rape or incest. After oral arguments today, Idaho's Attorney General will also speak at a press conference outside of the U.S. Supreme Court, and the court is expected to rule by the end of June. But for now, reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Brandon T. Jones.
Well, a bill that could determine the future of TikTok is now heading to President Biden's desk. The Senate signed off on it less than 12 hours ago. This law would give TikTok's Chinese parent company up to 1 year to find a U.S. buyer. If it doesn't, then the app would be banned from phones all over the country. Now, as of right now, TikTok will not just disappear. Many of the app's 170 million users are expected to challenge this law in court. And the longer it's wrapped up in litigation, the longer it will take to actually be banned.
New video this morning shows a baby being rescued after an Amber Alert and multi-state manhunt for his father, who's accused of murder near the Tri-Cities. We first brought you this story as breaking news yesterday here on Up with KREM. This morning, that 1-year-old boy is safe and his dad, Elias Weezar, is dead. Weezar was set to go on trial on Monday for raping a child. Police say he instead went on the run, murdering his ex-wife outside of a West Richland elementary school. He is also suspected of killing another person who has yet to be publicly identified, but is believed to be a 17-year-old he raped and got pregnant. Police believe Weezar was headed to Mexico when he was stopped near Eugene, Oregon yesterday. Weezar led police on a chase before dying by suicide. His 1-year-old son was not hurt and is now waiting to be reunited with his family.
Roman is safe in the care of Oregon officials. He is doing well and being cared for. We're very, very thankful for that outcome.
Shooting and investigation closed I-5 north of Eugene for hours. As of this morning, it is back open. Right now on KREM.com, we have in-depth coverage on this situation and we'll bring you updates as we get them.
Well, just moments ago, Boeing released their earnings report for the first quarter of this year. Now, while the aerospace giant posted a massive loss, they did fare better than many analysts predicted. According to Boeing, the loss came to just over $1 per share. Revenue fell 7.5% in the first quarter, down to $16.5 billion. In a statement, Boeing CEO David Calhoun, who is stepping down at the end of this year, says he is fully confident that the company will recover. In the meantime, a newly released labor complaint reveals allegations that Boeing retaliated against 2 of its engineers. Reuters is reporting the 2 employees were working on behalf of the FAA to provide manufacturing oversight. The employees raised concerns about engineering work on Boeing's 777 and 787 aircraft. Now, Boeing initially pushed back against redoing any of the work before finally agreeing to do it. But now a union representing Boeing engineers has filed a complaint alleging the company retaliated against the 2 employees in their performance reviews. Boeing says that it did investigate the incident, but it could only share its report with the FAA. The FAA says it is now investigating the situation.
It is 6:06. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The Spokane Valley Police Department is asking for your help finding a missing 12-year-old girl. Police say Gianna Emra did not return to her group home after school last Friday. She's described as a 5-foot, 120-pound girl with brown eyes and brown hair. She was last seen wearing green and blue plaid pants and a black hoodie. If you've seen Gianna or know where she is, call Crime Check. That number is there at the bottom of your screen. This morning, we are waiting on information about a pastor who was found dead late last night. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press report Gene Jacobs was found dead in the mountainous area of south of Pinehurst. Jacobs was the lead pastor at Real Life Ministries Silver Valley. He went missing early yesterday morning. His cause of death has not yet been released, and as soon as we learn that information, we'll let you know. This morning, we're learning Kroger will pay more than $47 million to Washington state to combat the fentanyl epidemic. A lawsuit filed by the state attorney general claims the pharmacy chain failed in their responsibility to prevent the overuse of opioid prescriptions. Half of the money will go to the state and the other half will go to city and county governments. It must be used for opioid treatment programs. That's a look at your morning rush.
It's 6:08. You'll find me outside for our outdoor weather center hit here, and we've got some beautiful blue skies overhead, quite a bit of some cirrus clouds to go along with that. Usually that means a pretty stable weather pattern, and will do so for today. And then for our weather graphics you see behind me, there's that cloud cover. It is streaming in from the west, but a lot of this is high-level cloud coverage. So while it will blanket the inland northwest, the sunshine is going to be able to cut through that very easily. So we're still in for a quite pleasant day today. Afternoon high temperatures, mid-60s this time. Again, that filtered sunshine might just take a degree or 2 off the top, if anything, but otherwise another very nice day overall. A few 70s in central Washington. Now today still is our last warmest remaining day this week. It does get cooler for Thursday and Friday as the rain chances also come into play. So coming up, I'll show you that next storm system and just when we could see those first rain chances, either Thursday afternoon for some, Thursday evening for most.